Shalom. Before we get started, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Habakkuk, double honors to my elder apostles of Great Millstone, rule and teach well, and honors and salutations to the Akim of Great Millstone, pushing this truth throughout the four corners in these last days. Shalom. Okay, let's go to the video. Select a chapter. All right. So this is 1 Kings, the 19th chapter, all right? And it's going into Elijah, all right? And King Ahab and his wife Jezebel, putting the hit out on Elijah, all right? And just because Elijah was doing the bidding of the Lord, of Yahweh Shema Shah, okay? So they was rewarding Elijah evil for him doing good. All right. Why? Because they was wicked. All right. So and the point of the video is persecution. Okay. An example of persecution. Okay, before we start, because persecution is no new thing under the sun. It happened to our great King Yahweh Shah Hamashiach. All right, it happened to him. We're not greater than our master. If it happened to him, guess what? It's going to happen to the men of the Lord, the ones that follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. And truth and sincerity, okay? So we're not exempt. Just because you're in this truth, you're not exempt from that persecution, because that's what is all boiling down to. All right, that is the rubber is about to meet the highway. All right, persecution is about to start. Now it's about to get real. Okay. Now faith is about to be pushed to the test. All right. Get this precept. Written. Yeah. Just Romans 15:4. Romans 15:4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. All right. Now the power of patience and consolation grant you to be like-minded one toward another according to Hamashiach Yahweh Shah. Okay. So everything that was written aforetime was written for our learning. Okay. And it helps, gird our loins. It helps get your mind ready for the persecution. That's why Yahweh Shah said, I don't call you servants, but I call you friends. Because he tells us these things. This truth is a high calling. Being a man of the Lord is serving Yahweh Shema Shah is a high calling, because you're eating at the Lord's table, so to speak. The Lord is breaking bread with you. But we're about to read this. This is First Kings 19:1. And Ahab told Jezebel all that Elijah had done, and withal how he had slain all the prophets with the sword. All right? And that's what Ahab did. He slain all the prophets with the sword. Then Jezebel sent a messenger unto Elijah, saying, So let the gods do to me, and more also, if I make not thy life as the life of one of them by tomorrow, about this time. All right. So he had a hit out on him. All right. Or he had a insurrection. All right. He had an insurrection on him. Elijah had an insurrection on him. Okay. Showing you is no new thing under the sun. Guess what? In these modern times, we're going to have an insurrection on us. All right. By these small hats, by the elites, and by 2/3 of our people. You know? 2/3 of our people, they hate the Lord. They want to kill us. You know? And they're in league with Esau. They're like-minded with their father the devil. John 8:44. All right. So it says, verse 3, and when he saw that, he arose and went for his life and came to Beersheba, which belongeth to Judah, and left his servant there. But he himself went a day's journey into the wilderness and came and sat down under a juniper tree, and he requested for himself that he might die, and said, it is enough now, O Yahweh, take away my life, for I am not better than my fathers. All right. So up here you see how Elijah, he became a pilgrim. So he was fleeing that persecution. Okay. That tribulation. All right. Okay. So it's everything written aforetime was written for our learning. All right. So it says, and as he lay and slept under a juniper tree, behold, then an angel touched him and said unto him, arise and eat. And he looked, and behold, there was a cake baked on the coals, and a cruse of water at his head. And he did eat and drink and laid him down again. All right, so he was taken care of. And the angel of the Lord Yahweh came again the second time and touched him and said, arise and eat, because the journey is too great for thee. All right, because the journey is too great for thee. And he arose and did eat and drink, and went in the strength of that meat 40 days and 40 nights unto Horeb, the mount of Yahweh. All right. Let me get a precept for that. The worm. Here you go. This Isaiah 41:14. Fear not, thou worm, Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith the Lord Yahweh, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. All right? And that the Lord is going to do that for us in this persecution. Akim. All right? Yahweh Shema Shah. All right? The Lord's name is a strong tower. Okay? Let's get that. Proverbs 18:10. The name of the Lord Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. Okay? All right? So the Lord is going to take care of his men at the end of the day. Let me make sure I finish that one. Okay. That's good on that. That's good on that. No, I want to get verse 9. This first Kings 19:9. And he came hither unto a cave and lodged there, and behold, the word of the Lord came to him, and he said unto him, what doest thou here, Elijah? And he said, I have been very jealous for the Lord my powerful host, for the children of Israel have forsaken that covenant, thrown down thine altars, and slain thy prophets with the sword, and I only am left, and they seek my life to take it away. All right. So this is that persecution. Okay. This is that persecution. That's the point of that I'm conveying. All right. So it's going to get hard. In that part right here where it says, because the journey is too great for thee. All right. You know, because Jacob's trouble. Let's get that. This persecution about to start. This Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. All right. It says, alas, for that day is great. You know, so this is, you know, this is our last captivity. This is the defeat with Mary Clay. All right. You know, so the time is coming. I'm gonna end it off on this. The time is coming to where we're gonna need Yahweh Shema Shah more than ever. So you seek the Lord now while he may be found. So you'll be found faithful before the tribulation come. Okay? Before the persecution starts. Okay? All right. Daniel 12:1. And it reads, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. All right. All right. So it's about to get it's about to be a bumpy ride. All right, but it's light at the end of the tunnel. You know, think of it as a ship in the storm. All right, think of it as a ship in the storm. You know, and we know that storm is not going to last forever, but you got to hold on. All right, and you're going to need faith to hold on. Isaiah 33:6. You're going to need to be fully persuaded and fully rooted in Yahweh Shema Shah. You know, unmovable. All right. So with that, I want to end it off and give our praise going on to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Harakak Wadash. Double honors to my elder apostles, Great Millstone, rule and teach well. And honors and salutations to the Akim Great Millstone, pushing his truth throughout the four corners in these last days. Kwame Yashal and the Paul Papa.